important thing to do, a very interesting thing to do. So now you must have seen the quadratic equation formula, which is the x equals to minus b plus or minus b squared minus plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now today we are going to prove it. How is it so? How does this formula come about? So we're going to prove it from this formula here. We're going to prove it from this formula here. ax squared plus bx plus c. So we're going to prove it from this formula. From this formula, we'll be able to derive our formula here, right? Good. And not only that, after deriving our formula, so we're going to use the completing the square method to derive it. Completing the square method, we're going to derive it. And after deriving our formula, after finding it, we're going to work out other questions using quadratic formula and the completing the square method, right? We're going to work out other questions on it. So let's go into that. So what's the first thing to do? You have x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So the first thing, and we're going to look at it step by step. So let's make sure you listen well. So the first thing to do is to divide all through. First thing I'll say you should do is to divide all through by the coefficient of x squared. So this is step 1. So the step 1 is divide all through by the coefficient of x squared. Now this is our work here. This is x squared. Coefficient is the number standing beside the x squared, right? That's what coefficient means. So this x squared, the number standing beside it is a. We have to divide all through by a. So we have here ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So we divide all through by a here. Divide by a, divide by a, divide by a. That's the first step. So from here, a cancel a. We have x squared plus bx over a plus c over a equals 0. Right? And don't forget, this is like, okay, so the next one is to move this one, step 2 is to move this c over a to the other part of the equation. So move, right, c over a to the other part of the equation, that's our step 2, right? So step 2 is to move c over a to the other part of the equation. So from here we have x squared plus bx over a. So move this c over a to the other part of the equation, it becomes, so this plus, so when you move crosses here, it becomes minus c over a, right? It becomes minus c over a. So the next thing here, the next step is as step 3 is square of the half of the coefficient of x, right? I told you coefficient is the number standing beside the letter. There is coefficient of x, the number standing beside x. So when we have x here, what's the number standing beside x? It is b over a. So we have to do the square of the half. So first of all, we'll do the half. So we know that the coefficient is b over a. So we'll now do, so from here we have half of the coefficient is b over a, right? So half of it and square of the half of the coefficient of x, right? So let's do 1 times b equals a, 2 times a equals 2a squared, right? So b over 2a squared. So this is square of the half of the coefficient of x. So this square of the half, we're going to add it, right? Add it to both sides of the equation. That's what we're going to do. Add it to both sides of the equation, right? So this is the equation here. We're going to add this b over 2a all squared to both parts, this side and this side of the equation. So from here, we're going to have x squared plus bx over a, right? To add this one to plus b over 2a squared, right, equals minus c over a, we'll add it to plus b over 2a squared, right? So from here, what do? We can see here x squared plus bx over a plus b over 2a squared altogether. So when we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, it gives us a plus b squared, right? So that's what we're going to do here. So this thing together is to now give us x plus b over 2a squared. When you open this one and expand the bracket of this one, it leads you back to this answer, right? Of course. So that's what it gives us. So we have equal to, so from here we have b, so b squared, from here we have b squared because the square covers everything. So we have b squared over 2a squared, right? We can write this one first, minus c over a, right? Minus c over a. So after writing this one, so from here we have x plus b over 2a squared equals, so from here we can do LCM of this. What's the LCM of 2a squared and a? The answer should be, sorry, the 2a squared is 4a, right? So the square of that is, the square of 2a squared is the square of 2a is 4a squared. So the LCM of 4a squared and a, the LCM is 4a squared, right? So 4a squared divided by 4a squared, that's 1. 1 times b squared gives us b squared, minus 4a squared divided by a, that's 4a. 4a times c, 4ac, right? Alright, so now the next thing here to do is we can cancel this square root here by square rooting both sides. And when we square root both sides, we have plus or minus, plus or minus. So from here, the square cancel the square root. We have x plus b over 2a equals to, so from here we can split the square root by having plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4a squared, right? So the next thing, from here 4a, the square root of 4a squared, right? So if the 4a squared is inside, we have our square root. So from here, what do we have? So from here we have x plus b over 2a equals plus or minus our square root b squared minus 4ac over, now the square root of 4a squared is giving us 2a, right? Good. So from here we'll move this b over 2a to this side, right? So from here we have x equal to, when plus b over 2a moves to this side, it becomes minus b over 2a plus or minus square root, right, b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? So from here we can see we have 2a and 2a, so we'll do the LCM. So x equals, the LCM is 2a, right? 2a and 2a, the LCM is 2a. So from here we have minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac, and we have over 2a here, right? So you can see that this gives us our quadratic equation formula here, right? Minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. It gives us our quadratic equation, right? This one and the top one, right? So having this done, so we have now seen the proof, right, that ax squared plus bx plus c equals this, x equals to minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now using the completing the square method, the one we use here, using the same completing the square method, we have other questions to solve, like this one here. We're going to solve this question using both the completing the square method and the quadratic formula method to what? To check if our answer is the same. And we also have another question here we're going to do the same thing too, right? So let's look at this. We have minus 3m squared plus m plus 12 equals 0 in the completing the square method. So the completing the square method here, these are all the steps that we use in completing the square method. So the first step was what? To divide all through by the coefficient of x squared. That was the first step. We're going to do that step here. So this is dividing all through by the coefficient of m squared. So we're dividing all through by the coefficient of m squared in this situation. So this is the coefficient. The coefficient of m squared here, this is m squared. Coefficient means the number beside, right? What number is beside? This is minus 3 that is beside, right? So from here, we'll divide all through by minus 3. So from here, we'll divide all through by minus 3. divide by minus 3, divide by minus 3, right? Good. So I mean divide by minus 3, minus cancel minus, 3 cancel 3, so we have m squared, right? We have m squared. So this other one, we have minus times plus gives us minus m over 3, and here minus times plus gives us minus 12 divided by 3 gives us 4 equals 0, right? Right. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So from here we have the second rule is what, to move this number here to the other part of the equation. That means this u over here, we have to move it to this other part. So we'll do the same thing from here. This number here is 4 minus 4. We have to move minus 4 to this other part, having m squared minus m over 3 equals, when we have minus 4 moves to this other side, it becomes 4, right? So this is what we have. So this is now our equation. The next step is square of the half of the coefficient of x. Square of the half of the coefficient of x. So we'll do the same thing. So this is the coefficient of x. So we will do square of the half of the coefficient of m, right? So the coefficient of m is 1 over 3, right? This is 1 over 3. There's 1 here. So the coefficient of m is 1 over 3. So we do square of the half of the coefficient of x. That's actually minus 1 over 3. So we'll have to do minus 1 over 3, right? Squared. So from here, 1 times minus 1 gives us minus 1 over 2 times 3 gives us 6. So we have minus 1 over 6 squared, right? So we are going to add this to both parts of the equation here. So from here we have m squared, right? So from here we have m squared minus m over 3. So this is minus 1 over 6. We have minus 1 over 6 squared equals 4 minus 1 over 6 squared, right? Right? So from here, what do we now do? So we have m squared minus m over 3. So just like we did this, when we have a squared, a plus b squared, it will give us a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's the same thing we're going to do for this other part of the equation, for this part of the equation. So from here we have m squared, right? Sorry, we have m minus 1 over 6